And good morning, all. I have decided I wanted to do something a little different today. I was poking around YouTube, and there's a lot of, and there has been for a long time, people with their 10 top whatever albums. And I was looking at the live albums people were liking yesterday. So I thought I would do that myself. So I've got a stack of albums here that I've always liked, and I've tried to get things that were not on the usual list. You know, there's the usual things that everybody thinks are the best live albums, but I'm a little different than that. Though I do like all that stuff. And these are in no special order, but just things that in digging around my albums, I found. Now, technically, you might say that this Fandango is not really a live album, though half of it's live, half of it is studio. But the live part of it is quite good. So, ZZ Top, Fandango, there's a great, if you've never heard or any of it, give it a shot. Here's one that I've always liked, and maybe a lot of people may have never heard of this, but this is a great live album. Crack the Sky. Doing my camera wrong here. Crack the Sky Live. Check it out. Great guitar work. Dual lead guitars going on. Fantastic stuff. Here is something that I got when it first came out. Obsessed on it for quite a long time. Bill Nelson, the guitarist, and just the whole band is really great. Bebop Deluxe Live in the Air Age. Very good. Great guitar work by Mr. Bill Nelson. So check that one out. And here is a band that I would have loved to seen live, because it looks like their show must be one hell of a experience. The Tubes. What do you want from live? Yes, indeed. Check it out. As live albums go, like I say, these are in no particular order. I was looking for some live albums that I knew I had, and I found these. Of course, the usual, like I say, the usual things that, and I have a list of things that I don't have or did have, and I've lost them. So I'll mention those too. So there's more than 10. Sammy Hagar. This is after his Montrose days and before his Van Halen days. Sammy Hagar, what is it? All Night Long. Really good guitar work. And when I first heard Sammy Hagar play guitar, and I believe it might have been on this album, I was shocked because I thought, why didn't he play guitar when he was with Montrose? You know, Montrose was a great guitarist, but I guess maybe those guitarists decided, well, no, it's me. I'm the guitarist, and I don't want any competition. But Sammy Hagar can play a guitar, and even with Van Halen, didn't play any guitar with them. Why not? You got two great guitarists. Go for it. Jean-Luc Ponty live, great stuff. Jazz, violin, just really fantastic uh, uh, live performance there. Jean-Luc, you gotta love it. And here's one that I haven't listened to in probably 30 years, but I used to listen to it a lot. I must say, I was a Uriah Heep fan. Yeah, right. I mean, they always used to get, and probably still do, a lot of bad press, but I liked it. And here's somebody who kind of doesn't get much uh, love. Rick Derringer. Rick Derringer live. Great live album. Truly. He's got a great band with him. So the next time you're looking for something different, live-wise, Mr. Derringer. And pretty much, well, not everything, but most everything that Zappa does is live. Most of it. And this is my personal favorite. He's got a lot of great stuff, but this one is just when they were just a great band, really, as they say, hitting on all cylinders. And this one is the first album that and this is also live, of course, where I discovered Zappa, Mothers. Fillmore East, 1971. They were closing the Fillmore East, and Zappa played, and also, of course, Humble Pie, performance rock in the Fillmore. This here is got to be my favorite live album. There were others that are really terrific. Live at Leeds gets called the best album, but this for me is my favorite. A desert island disc, as they say. This would be, and they also played at the Fillmore. Well, obviously, performance rock in the Fillmore. The same time Zappa, that same period, that they were all closing down the Fillmore East. Now these two albums I found just in looking for other things and thought, well, maybe somebody would be interested. This one, I don't know where I got it, but that one, yes, Time and a Word. I don't even think I even know a song on it. I wouldn't recognize them. I need to play it. and I pulled it out of the sleeve this morning, and the thing is in pristine shape. Don't know where I got it, but here it is. I must have stole it from somebody, I suppose. And this album, which I'm going to play one song off it when I'm finished now, Ian Gillan Band. It's not live, but it's. I just thought, well, let me show this one. This is a great band. Very different than. Oh dear, I'm getting hung up. Very different than Humble Pie. I'm getting hung up in my chord here. So anyway, there's Ian Gillan and the band. Clear Air Turbulence is the name of the album. And the other albums that as far as live go, that I really like is Mad Dogs and Englishmen, Joe Cocker, Lynyrd Skynyrd, One More From the Road, great album. Little Feat, Waiting for Columbus. Let's see, and I listed those other ones. Oh, David Bowie, Live in Philadelphia, great album. He's on the cover with that blue suit on, and he's skinny as a rail, and that just him standing there. Really good album. So anyway, and by the by, that Yes album, where are you? The Yes album. This is before Steve Howe was with them, and who else? Steve Howe and somebody else was not with them yet. Well, it was Chris Squire, John Anderson, Tony Kaye, Bill Bruford, and Peter Banks. So they were missing Steve Howe. And who else were they missing? Well, Rick Wakeman, I guess, and whoever else played keyboards. So that's it. So now I'm going to play some Ian Gillan from that album and see what you think. It's called Over the Hill from the album Clear Air Turbulence, the Ian Gillan Band. Like I say, very different band. Be perfect, which you would expect or hope.
Preacher
77, I believe. This is from. Find out. Find a date. I thought it was 77. Where did I get that from? Oh, it's like when they just take off into a whole different sound. If you're interested in who the band members were, they were Colin Towns, Mark Knopsey, Ray Fenwick, John Gustafson, So there you are, folks. A bunch of live albums that maybe you've probably heard of them, all of them, but there are maybe you just needed to be reminded about them. And a Ian Gillan Band cut from the Clear Air Turbulence, Just Because. All right, folks, thanks for dropping on by. If you did drop by, if you didn't drop by, then you won't know anything about this. We will see you next time.